We are here at the Utah headquarters of Studies Weekly, a local company that is producing periodical-based textbook replacement publications for kindergarten through sixth grade students that allow school districts to save tons of money on ever-stressed budgets, but also learn the required lessons for math, science, and especially social studies. Today, Studies Weekly is announcing their partnership with the Richard Dreyfus Initiative. They will be working together to resuscitate civics education in the classroom so that all students understand why there is such a great benefit to be an American citizen, what it means, and what their responsibilities are to continue the legacy of our country and the U.S. Constitution. We are here with Studies Weekly publisher Ed Rickers, and to my immediate right, Academy Award winner and civics champion for the whole United States of America, Richard Dreyfus. Richard, welcome.
Thank you.
Wanted to ask you, why is it that you made this choice to partner with Studies Weekly on behalf of the Dreyfus Initiative, and what your goals are therein?
When Ed and I met, what I was meeting was someone who wasn't talking the talk, he was walking the walk. And I, when I investigated what he was teaching and to whom, I realized we were in lockstep in what was missing from our kids' education and how to get it back. And he teaches, his company goes K through 6. My curriculum, my methodology is K through 12. That doesn't mean every year. It means by the time you graduate high school, you should have a sense of ownership of this country and a sense of expertise in how it works, and you could spot a pickpocket from a mile away. And the next time someone tries to steal from the American people, they could say, stop right there and go to that prison. And Americans are the inheritors of the most revolutionary and beautiful theory of governance ever devised by man's mind. And we have to teach it to our children starting in kindergarten. And if you don't start that young, it can't ever get into the DNA. And what is in the DNA of the human race is not that the people are sovereign, but that the people are cannon fodder and the people are of no account, when in fact the people are everything and the final arbiter of political power in this Constitution and in this country. And that's what Ed is doing. And in a way, I mean, it saves me a lot of time and trouble because he's already doing it for the first 6 grades. And I want to piggyback on his effort.
I see. Very good. Ed, for your part, talk a little bit, if you would, about how you are seeing the get-together between the Dreyfus Initiative and Studies Weekly and how it serves your mission as an educator.
Okay. Well, we're in our 27th year of publishing. This began here in Utah with Paul Thompson at Alpine Elementary. And Paul had a philosophy of teaching, me, here, and now. And we wanted to, our mission is to bring to life the history of our country so that it's meaningful to students right here and right now. And we've been doing that for 27 years, and we've had a fair amount of growth. We're now in 15% of schools nationwide. But the other side of that equation is there's 85% of the schools that aren't using us. 98% of schools know who Richard Dreyfus is. And we want to introduce them not only to Richard Dreyfus, but Richard Dreyfus Initiative, which is to bring this story, this narrative tale of the American Enlightenment, and that we are indeed the sovereigns of this country. We want to bring that tale, K through 12, in harmony. Like Richard said, we're in lockstep. And so it makes sense for us to work together. We've invested $35 million into the K through 5, K through 6 education space just in the last 5 years. So we've got a head start on it, and we hope that this marriage will help us to keep growing and reach more schools.
Excellent. So what is the next step for you in this endeavor?
Well, I want to familiarize myself with everything that Ed is doing. And what I want to do is raise up the right to outrage. The reason why we're in trouble, and if anyone says we're not in trouble, they're either liars or the ones that are causing us the trouble. The reason why we're in trouble is because we're not teaching the future sovereigns of the country how to run it. So that it's not the crime that says we're in trouble. It's the lack of outrage and the lack of a demand for accountability. It's the demand for an answer. It's the, in a sense, the statement, excuse me, I don't work for you, you work for me. Answer the damn question, which is lacking in the American world today and was as normal as apple pie until very recently. And so to give Americans the knowledge, the certainty, the fact that we, the people, are sovereign. What Jefferson left out was, how do you turn a citizen of Tennessee with all of his local political feelings into a citizen of the whole and part of the sovereign power and obligated to make decisions that may in some way be against Tennessee. But that's the trick, that's the wisdom, and that's the miracle of this country. We are a miracle because we offer to all opportunity, mobility, freedom of thought, freedom of movement, freedom of intellect that no one dared ever offer. And there's not a country, a group, a religion in any part of the world that does not see us as a political miracle, except for our kids who aren't taught about it anymore.
Well, there you have it, folks. There's no question that there are extraordinary things happening near us and in our midst all the time. And as I sit here with these two gentlemen who are doing their absolute best to make a change for the better permanently among our kids, there is no doubt in my mind that it's a special day indeed. Thank you.